Bismillah Rahman Rahim. Assalamu alaikum students. This is your lesson number 3, chapter number 1. We are on page number 54. Okay, the textbook page number 54. This is page number 54. If you remember, we started to learn about what are leaves. So the leaves of a plant have the important function of carrying out photosynthesis or the process of making food that we already learned and discussed in detail. Within the leaf epidermis are the plant main food factory. So they give the food to everywhere in the plant. To perform photosynthesis, leaves need 3 raw material, you know very well: sunlight, water, and carbon dioxide. From air, each leaf is designed to obtain these materials. Many leaves are flat and broad. This allows the leaf to collect the most sunlight. Due to the design of the leaf, like this, you know very well. For example, this is the structure of a leaf. So that is designed specially to get more sunlight that fall on it, so it will help it to get more energy. So till here, if you have any question, please raise your hand, otherwise type no in the chat. Everyone, quickly. Everyone, my dear, till here, if you have any question, you can raise your hand, otherwise type no. Well done, very nice, excellent. Okay, very good boy, mashallah. Okay, after this, I'm just going to take you on that page where we have to know about the photosynthesis. What is this? So it is a simple, you can say that as a synthesis of glucose, okay, from carbon dioxide and water in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. And we get oxygen also as a byproduct. Till we know very well in detail that we already discussed in the last lesson. After this, here a simple equation that we're going to discuss in detail: carbon dioxide that we get from air, okay, water that's absorbed from roots, sunlight we take from sun, in the leaf chloroplast convert all these things into glucose and oxygen as a byproduct. So that is the food for the plant. We also eat this in the form of vegetables, in the form of fruits, like this. And this oxygen that we inhale as a byproduct from our nose. Now, after this, please everyone come back to your textbook, page number 54. So water enters the plant through its roots. It is transported up through the xylem tissue in the leaf vein. The top leaf surface also has a waxy cuticle, a waterproof layer that prevents moisture from evaporation or evaporating. You can see here, my dear student, this is the structure of a plant cell. When you cut this and put it under a microscope, you can see these parts, like this cuticle, also a waxy layer on it that will prevent water to go out. This is the epidermis, that is a vein here. This is the cell, and other parts, stoma, phloem, and the guard cells. You know very well that we already discussed in detail. Now, when we move to the next part of the lesson, here you can see that leaves get carbon dioxide from the air. The carbon dioxide enters in the leaf from air, from the stomata. Air enter and move out the plant through a tiny pores, just like doors or the main gate of your house. on the outside of the leaf called stomata. A single pore is called stoma. Each stoma is controlled by guard cells. What are the guard cells? These are like this. Sorry, 1 minute. Guard cells are like this. These are two guard cells. When they join, there the central part, this one is the opening, or you can say that that is actually the stoma. Okay. And these two are the guard cells. Okay, my dear. That's great. Excellent. When the leaf has plenty of water, the guard cells swell and pull the stomata open. This allows water and air to leave the plant. Now, here another definition that you need to understand: the loss of water through a plant leaf is called transpiration. What is transpiration? The loss of water through a plant leaf is called transpiration. When the plant is low on water, the guard cells shrink. Mean to say, these two cells, they just shrink, and then this pore, this closed. Okay. This causes the stomata to close, which prevent water from escaping. Now, I'm going to share with you a link. So please, everyone, open this link. When you will going to open this link, this window will pop up in front of you. Here, we're going to know in detail about transpiration. So please, everyone, in the chat, I sent, or I'm going to share this link. When you open this link, the window will pop up in front of you as here. So let's see about what is transpiration. Guard cells opening and closing of stomata. We will discuss all these things here. So let's see the definition of transpiration. Loss of water through plant's leaves. From where? Through plant's leaf is called transpiration. Look, water absorbed by the roots. These small drops of water, they move up. Water travels up through the plant, and then the excess water or the extra water vapor loss from leaf pores in transpiration. This is a process we name as transpiration. So my dear students, still here, if you have any question, please raise your hand. Otherwise, type no in the chat. Everyone, quickly. That's great. Excellent. Okay, good. Salah. Yes, my dear. Yes, Salah Ahmad. Yes, my dear.
Teacher, where is the stomata?
Okay, I will.
Inside the plant or where?
Yeah, inside the plant's leaves, under the leaf surface. I will show you. Okay. Abdul Aziz. Yes, my dear. Abdul Aziz. Hurry up.
No, Mr. I don't need any question. But
Okay, Umar Walid. Next. Yes, Mr. Umar.
Teacher,
Yes.
I didn't understand.
No problem.
I didn't understand.
Don't worry. I will going to explain again. Yes, Sabat.
Teacher, how the water is going up to the leaf?
Yeah. Okay, no problem. I will explain your question also. Okay, next. Abdullah Mustafa. Yes, my dear. Hurry up.
Sir, I don't understand this.
Okay, I will explain again. Don't worry. Yes, Mr. Ahmad. Hurry up, Ahmad. Yes, what you want to ask? Ahmad. Yes.
Yes, teacher. Where are cell wells?
Okay, I will tell you. Okay, listen. Now, listen these all things again. I'm read for you. Look what happened here. When the leaf has plenty of water, what happened? These are the roots from here. Water absorbed. These roots absorb water. First thing, when this water moves up in the plant, it go to the plant's leaf. When it reach here, These are the guard cells, okay? These are the guard cells. If a plant has more water, this water comes up from these pores, these holes, and this process is named as transpiration, okay? This is the first thing. When leaf has plenty of water, the guard cells swell and pull the stomata open, okay? How this going on? This allows water and air to leave the plant. So what are the guard cells and how this going on? Now you can see this screen carefully and please concentrate on it. So what are the guard cells here? When the plant low or no water, the guard cells shrink, okay? What it means? There is no water. So shrink means they will close. This causes the stomata to close, water from escaping. These are two guard cells, okay? Now you can see here, these are two guard cells. This number 1 and this is the second guard cell. If lot of water in it, look, this is the stomata or stoma that is open, okay? It's mentioned here, stoma is open, understand? Now here you can see these two guard cells. When water is low or no water, their vacuoles shrink. So the opening is closed, okay? This opening is closed so that don't let water to go out. Now after understanding and you can see the guard cells, I'm going to take you back on this definition. What are these guard cells? So guard cells are located in the leaf epidermis. Where they are located? They are present in the leaf epidermis and also in the stem. Okay, leaf epidermis, a pair of guard cells. Pair mean two. Pair mean two. Okay, so these are two guard cells here, surrounded and form stomata or stomatal pore or opening. So they make this one. Now, if you have any question related to guard cells, related to stomata, please raise your hand. Otherwise, type no in the chat. Then we move to the next. Okay, well done. Very nice. Excellent, my dear. Okay, thank you. Yes, Umar Walid again. Yes, Umar. Yes, Mr.
Mr. Why that have this?
Yeah, this the hole, or you can say that the pore or opening. If that is extra, go out. Okay. Yes, Mr. Abdul Aziz. Abdul Aziz, hurry up, my dear. Okay, no question. Now come back to your textbook again on page number 54. So you understand very well about the transpiration and we know about all this in detail. After understanding, let's move to the next part. As water evaporates from the leaf, more water is carried from the bottom of the plant to the top. Water moves into the leaf, replacing the water that has evaporated. So first the water comes, then it moves up, and then it absorbs more water. Now, after this, you can see here what's happening. So this is a diagram in front of you. Number one thing, you can see this diagram, number 1 point, that it started from the roots. So you can see here on your textbook page number 55, this water enters the plants through roots. Okay, so that water is going to start moving up. Okay, then here you have point number 2. What happening? Water moves through the xylem tissue up to the leaves. This is your second step. Okay, now after this, you can see here in this diagram, when this water goes up, water in the leaf is used to make sugar. First thing here, the first purpose of the water that is used in the leaf to make sugar like glucose or byproduct as oxygen, as I explained you, then the sugar is then transported in the phloem tissue and it will come everywhere. Look, this water is moving up. Okay, some water evaporates through open stomata. So when this water comes out from the leaf, we name as stomata. This process is named as transpiration. Now the plant has all the raw material for preparing photosynthesis. What it needs carbon dioxide plus need water, H2O, and sunlight. In the presence of sunlight, in chlorophyll, carbon dioxide and water enter the chloroplast. Where it enter? In the chloroplast. In the plant cells, they combine in the presence of trapped energy from that comes from the sunlight. This reaction produced sugar and oxygen. You know, glucose and oxygen. The sugar are transported to all the plant cells, okay, by the phloem tissue. Excess sugar is stored as starch, which the plant can break down for food. Most of the oxygen leaves the plant through the stomata as a waste product. But this oxygen is not waste product for us. For us, it is very good. We need this oxygen. So till here, students, if you have any question, you can raise your hand. Otherwise, type no in the chat. Everyone. Okay, that's great. Excellent, my dear. Now, the same equation that I explained you before is mentioned here. So please carefully look about this definition so you can understand one. Talal say join again, welcome. Scientists, what happened during photosynthesis, which a chemical equation. So that is a chemical equation. This equation shows that the material of photosynthesis react together and what they produce. This is carbon dioxide, CO2, that is water, and energy. You know from where we get energy? From sun. Very good, excellent, from sunlight. Now the product first is sugar and the second is oxygen. Well done, very nice, my dear, excellent. So please, the link that before I share with you, I'm going to take you back on this to see this one. Yes, here you can see the equation with the diagram. So that's the final product that we get here. So till here, my dear student, any question you wanna ask, please raise your hand. Otherwise, type no in the chat. Excellent, well done, very nice.